Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining. Fair warning, before we do get started, we're gonna have a bunch of random videos here and there just because I'm gonna mention it later, but I'm gonna take you guys with me every day, and the camera is gonna be always on, and you guys are gonna see all the interesting moments, at least interested to me, you know, the fun stuff, I guess, if you want to call it that, or the content. Yeah, it's just daily to daily basis, because this thing of separating everything and trying to get stuff done and stuff done over there and getting things here and things over there, some of the stuff do not end up making it to the channel, and it's just harder for me, and it has been throwing me back on some personal work as well. So we're just gonna film everything, and you guys are just gonna get to see raw footage. So enjoy, hope you guys like it. But with that said, we got a lot of work to do today. A lot. Alright guys, but with that said, we have a lot of work to do today. I already said that, right? But I do want to welcome my new subscribers, guys. We have 5 new subscribers. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. Welcome to the Fearless Garage YouTube. I hope you guys like the content. Thank you very much for following. Thank you for being here with us today. And I also want to welcome everybody that is here today. Share, like, subscribe. Thank you very much for giving me a chance, and I appreciate every single one of you that have stick with me. Thank you very much for making this possible. Today we're literally at 851 subscribers, guys. Yes, there's 5 new subscribers that jumped in, threw us all the way up to 851. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, guys. But yeah, with that said, guys, I definitely appreciate your feedback, and let's get out there and get some stuff done, because there's a lot of stuff we got to get done. And most of this stuff is being done here on July. Yeah, all the way from July, all the way probably till August something. Probably August 2nd, 3rd. Not sure when you guys are watching this video, but yeah, from July, today is July 1st, till August whatever. All this work has been going on the backgrounds, and I got to get it done in time. We got quotas to meet, guys. Let's get it. See you on the shop. Oh, can you guys figure out what this is? And no, it's not plastic dip. No, it's not vinyl. Yeah, it's supposed to be paint. Yep, it doesn't. Paint not supposed to do that. Well, guys, if you don't want that happening to you, meaning paint just literally peels off. Like if it was plastic dip or vinyl or whatever, that's supposed to be paint. Whoever painted this before did not know what it was doing. I was sanding it, making it blurry to put new paint on. We're going red, by the way. And yeah, it turned out that they did not prep the bottom of this at all. Well, nothing. I can see where the primer was not fully dry. You see all those little crevices. Let me see if I can get you a closer look on that. Alright, well, you see there where it's all cracked and stuff? That's when they should have realized that the plastic wasn't cured to put primer on it yet. They should have wet sanded, treated the plastic, put some bonding with the plastic, some adhesive. Even the primer is so thin, it's coming off too. It's crazy. I can't peel it off though because it's so thin, it just crumbles. So yeah, I'm gonna have to sand this thing all the way down to the plastic after I take this thick paint. It's so thick, it has the primer and I think sealer and paint. So they at least tried to do it right, but they missed a step. The most important step, and nothing's sticking to it, so if I leave it that way, it's gonna start chipping. It's gonna start looking, you know, like that. I don't know where else. A little bubble over here because of the sun, and then the bubble will cause it to start chipping more. That's why I had a lot of little imperfections. Now I realize, especially around here, it was a little tacky. I was kind of sus, but now I know why. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take this off, and it's not just this part, it's all the parts. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do today. Yep, no more sanding, only peeling. Let's get it. Alright guys, it is late at night. We're out here. I know we got our little light there, but we're gonna change the seatbelt that we haven't changed. We already disconnected the airbag thingy majubbler on the bottom, and we disconnected this guy right here too, that guy down there. We got the new seatbelt coming in, so we're just gonna loosen it up from here, and back here. We already loosened out the bolt that is down there. It's a 14 millimeter if you care much. That one's a 10 millimeter. The rest are 14. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put our new one in, which we got from eBay. I don't know how good you guys can see the box right there, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and open it, put it on, and I'll get back to you guys once we have the new one on. All I'm gonna say is when your homie can do it cheaper, make sure he at least knows what he's doing. Just gonna say, thanks to this guy, I get to go out and eat. But this is a tedious job right here. Look at this. If I paint over this, don't take none of this old stuff out. Look at that. And if I paint that, it's gonna start doing the same thing as doing on the roof. Good thing I ain't messing with this roof, but you see that? It's already started. And there's no shine to that roof. So I don't know what kind of clear he threw or what kind of paint he used, but apparently they ain't even sand nowadays. This is what happens when you go the cheap route. They don't sand your car, and then a month later or so, you got this stuff going on, which is peeling the sun. It's peeling it up, and all I'm doing is going at it with the knife, taking all the loose ends until I can no more, and that tells me at least that paint is sticking to the metal. But so far, no luck. Look at that. No luck yet. Alright guys, I didn't want to bore you. But yeah, we're fixing this Chevy Malibu. We fixed the bumper. A branch hit it right here. It landed in. We pulled it out as much as we could, and then we went and put some bundle in there. Gonna go ahead and prime this. And then the hood was peeling, as you guys can see with the knife. We were able to take as much as we can. We sanded it where the knife no longer picks it up. It looks like we need to go a little bit harder right here on this area. Other than that, the rest of it is really smooth, so it's gonna stick. Just that one spot right there, we gotta sand a little more. Then we're gonna go ahead and hit everything with 600 grit, and then go ahead and hit it again with the sponge on the edges. Make sure we don't burn our edges, because we try to save as much paint as we can. Even though this paint is trash, to be honest, probably just gonna repaint the whole hood anyways. But yeah, that's where I'm looking at. Good thing we're not gonna do the roof. Somebody else did it before us. It's already doing the same thing the hood was doing. We're just probably gonna put like a little touch up right here so it doesn't continue to peel, just to help the client out, since he's a friend of mine. Other than that, we did some welding on the back. We're just putting on some paste here, making sure everything's smooth so the water can come in here and run where it's supposed to go. But yeah, everything came out really, really well on the metal welding. No major issues there. Other than that, we just need to clean up, get this thing done. Whoo, but it's a lot of sanding, so I didn't want to bore you guys with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish sanding this hood. Looks like we still got this whole side to do right here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it for 100 grit, 600 grit, the whole thing. First 400 to take all the trash and dirt, and then after that 600 grit to make it smooth, ready for the new paint. Then paint the fender and hood. We'll go ahead and cover the whole car. Usually I'll take those two parts out, but it's been hella raining outside, and obviously I can't just leave this car without a hood outside and then rain on the engine. So yeah, we don't want that. Let's get it. Alright guys, so we went ahead, put some paper on this, or plastic, whatever you're gonna do, and we upgraded our plastic, by the way. It is actually paint on this side kind of plastic, so this one sticks to the car really, really well. So I love it, and it's way bigger, so we can actually reach all the way down to the floor. We went ahead and primed this already. We're gonna throw a little bit, maybe some primer or paint. We'll see how it works. But yeah, look at that. All the way to the floor. Yes, we're doing this in-house. It's just a fender and a hood. I ain't about to go rent a paint booth just for a fender and a hood, man. It's not worth it. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wait for that primer to dry. I'll probably go ahead and throw the same kind up here just to make sure we didn't miss anything, that we can have a uniform base in there. But yeah, that's about it. All right, well, we're gonna let it dry overnight, and we'll be back tomorrow to wet sand and spray some base coat and clear coat. Let's get it.
Alrighty guys, so we just got back from riding some bikes over here. Don't worry, we actually finished our job. It is done, ready to go. Went ahead and did the hood. As you guys can see, we went ahead and paint matched it. Yes sir, it looks like brand new. We also did the fender. Yes sir, it looks a little bit newer than the rest of the car. Obviously it looks a little bluish than the car, but it's weird because that same color, it's up here, and then down there is more like blackish. I don't know. I think whoever did the car before probably put a different coat of paint on the hood, the top, and the trunk. And then the rest of the car was black, I guess. I don't know. So I went ahead and matched the paint to the hood because that's what I was painting. And apparently matches really, really well. And it matches up here with this one. I don't know how good you guys can see that. You see that glitter? And then right after here, it turns like black. Like there's no glitter. I don't know if it might be two-tone maybe. I don't know. That's the first. But yeah, it's ready to go. It's done. It's over. Oh, and let me show you guys the welding part on the back that we were doing on the trunk as well. Go ahead and, I think it has battery in there. I think it might have battery. Let's check it out. Nope, this thing is dead. But you see the glitter up here too? I don't know how good you guys can see that. I don't know. It's weird. Let me go ahead and open this thing. Well, anyways, this is the back right here. As you guys can see, it's black, it's dry, it's ready to go. Nice and shiny. It is the best we can do right there for now, which is pretty good if you ask me. You can even tell where we did the welds. Yes, sir. And then with this plastic on top, even less. And we kept all original right here. As original as we could have got it. But yeah, we're good right there as well. And no more water should leak into this trunk because of that rust spot right there. Should be good to go. Let's go ahead and put this panel right here together and close this trunk. Alright guys, so I don't know what order this is going to come out in, but this is my new member to the family. It is a BMW 323. It is a 1999. It's my drift missile. Oh yeah, so drift missile. Drift tech. We already have the steering wheel. We got the short shifter, and we got the hydro brake over here. Yes, sir. We already got that. That one's the one that goes in easier without having to do much welding and stuff. It locks up. We got it dialed in. We got the suspension dialed in so far. Since we got it, that's all we have done. We recently started having a fuel leak down there somewhere. I think it's one of the hose. That's why it's in here. We're supposed to put it up, but we can't get to that at this moment. And from this point forward, guys, you guys are gonna come with me every day, mostly. I'll only will turn on the camera when something interesting happens. Well, technically the camera will be on all times, but you guys are only going to see the interested parts, or that I feel like they're interested. I don't know. We all have different perspectives of interested. But yes, we're gonna pull that out because we have a motorcycle, Harley Davidson, that we're doing. Well, we don't have the whole motorcycle, but you know what I mean. We're doing some fiberglass work. We got some tape in here because we're gonna do some fiberglass work. And the paint on this motorcycle is shit. This one is going to be okay. Looks like it's gonna be okay, but I see a couple cracks, so we gotta take the whole paint off of him. Yeah, look at this one here. This is the last three pieces out of all that we have left. But this one here, like literally I've been taking it off with the razor blade just because it used to be like 3 different colors. We have a white up here, which was a pearl white, and then they put primer, and then it used to be yellow. They didn't sand the yellow, and then there goes white. It used to be white, and then primer again, and then sealer, and then after that it's fiberglass. So yeah, somebody has put plenty of coats on all these parts of this motorcycle, and we have to get it down to yeah, pretty much the first coat, I'm guessing, the first primer, so we know it's gonna stick the new paint, because this new one was already peeling off with everything, and it was gooey. It was chipping off on some spots, and if we spray over it, it's just gonna be another coat, and it's gonna start doing the same thing. But yeah, most of those parts over there are already primed. The gas tank is just sanded right now. I have no issues with the gas tank, which is great. Those two are prime. That's prime. All those over there are prime and ready to go. This is the last thing here, and they were all like this. So I'm hoping these things will at least give me a break, but we'll see, because it's looking like they're not going to with this right here. Once I put some heat, we'll find out. But with that said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and take this thing outside. And sorry, I had to make it over here. But the reason we're taking the car out is because we have a bumper we're gonna be working on. Is that little black one over there on that side, as you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can guess what it is. Let me know if you guys can guess what it is, but we're gonna go ahead and bring it out and start working on that one for now, because we're taking a break from those things. Headaches. Fair warning, this thing has a exhaust leak, so it doesn't sound the prettiest. We do have a new exhaust for it with headers, so there's that. Let's go ahead and see. Cold start. Traction controls off, just like we like it. Look at those miles, bro. We have 302,000 miles. 302,000 miles. Supposedly has a new engine in it, so it sounds like a new engine. Drives really, really smooth, except for that gas leak. And look at my reverse. It's all the way over here. Up. Yes, sir. Let's get it. All right, let me pull it out. I don't want to wreck anything on the back now, so putting the camera down. All right, guys. So we got that outside already. And look at all this paint. That's us chipping the paint off this thing. It looks like plastic. Oh, that one's actually crunchy. So some of this is not crunchy though. All right, well, let's go ahead and set that up. Pull that bumper out. All right, guys, this is the bumper we're gonna be working on right here. It has a lot of rock chips. That's what it came in for. So yeah, we have our work cut out for us. It looks like this guy loved to go off-roading. And this front bumper is off a, you already know, it's a Corvette. Yes, it's a Chevy Corvette. So we're gonna go ahead and fix all the rock chips that it has on it, so it looks brand new. Then we're gonna go ahead and get all these corners fixed. I guess this paint is also peeling. Oh man, I don't know what's up with me this year and painting, peeling paint from other shops, I guess, and then they come over here for the good quality. Shoot, I'm learning myself, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I think this is brand new, and sometimes it's not even the shop's fault, to be honest. It's just they don't use their own primer. They try to use the primer that the piece comes with when you buy them on eBay, Amazon. You know, the customer goes for cheap parts, and then it comes with the cheap primer, and then they just throw the paint on top of that primer. So they just trust that primer too much, and that's what gets them. I never try to use the primer. I'm not gonna say I don't, because I do sometimes, but at least I try not to use it. I try to like sand it down, throw my own primer with adhesive, of course, so it sticks, and then sand it again, and then throw the paint on top. And it's been working for me. I haven't had any issues, any peeling issues or nothing. So that's good. I think this is mostly rock chips, to be honest. I don't think it was the shop that messed up or anything, because some of these don't peel back. I don't know more once I put air into it. If I put the air on and a big chunk comes off, yep, they should have put their own primer on. But if I put air in here and nothing happens, then I think it'll be okay. Hopefully, because I don't want no more of that. A lot of that has been happening lately. Alright guys, we swap our finish to this right here. Let me get out of the air. Ultra fine finish glaze. This is a new glaze we're going to be using. It comes on this little package now. So yeah, you mix it exactly like you mix Bondo, just 2 paces, activator on it, and then put some of this, and same scenario. And we're gonna go ahead and fill out all those little holes. So we're gonna be here for a while. And once we get everything filled out, we can come back tomorrow once it's dry.
Look at all those little holes right there. And then there's black ones too. I know.
There's a lot. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and glaze this whole bumper. Come back tomorrow, wet sand the whole thing, and then throw a coat of primer, and then throw paint on top of that. I don't know if we can get away without throwing primer on this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it afterwards, and then that way I can kill some time. And if we can get away without primer, we'll throw paint on it. But if we cannot, we're gonna have to prime the whole thing because it has spots all over. So there's no point of just putting in the little dots. Just prime the whole thing, get it over with.
That's okay, nomás que agarren todo el picture lo que quiero. Voy a poner así.
Okay, that's enough. Ese está bien liquidy.
Look at this shit.
Well guys, this is the last part before the wet sand. We glazed the whole bumper. This is going to take care of all the little holes that we cannot see with the naked eye, and it's going to give us a firm bumper. Pretty much is like caking it up. You can see really well all the ones, and some of the ones are not there, but once we wet sand, they're all going to be gone. And then we're going to come back and tomorrow now, because it's super late, almost 1 in the morning, so we're just gonna let this cook, and yeah, we'll come back tomorrow and see how we're looking, and start sanding, wet sanding that is. Woo, we got a lot of work to do tomorrow. Got the air going on the background, got my water with soap ready, every part's ready. We're gonna go ahead and hit it with 400 grit and then 600 grit if we need to, but 400 for sure. Let's get it.
And lastly but not least, 800 grit to get rid of all that stuff. Look at all those little ones right there. See all the little dots that would have stayed behind? That's crazy. And they're all over the bumper. That's why we had to do it. A lot of work, but it gotta be done.
That's it.
Alright guys, we're finally done. If you guys are curious, I just used a water bottle to put water in there, plug a hole in there, keep it in wet. I got my sanding block right here, water block. And then we have our last one is 800 grit. That's what we went last with. We're gonna go 600, but we had to go all the way down to 320 because what's it called? This is 400 and that's 320 and 800. No, it's not 800. Where's 800 at? Somewhere over here. This one right here. But yeah, we had to go down to 320 because the putting we used was a little too rough to sand with water. And as you guys can see, all those dots you see there are rock chips. And then there's some tiny ones all over the bumper. I gotta get it wet so you guys can see the little ones. If we get really close, you can see those little ones there, and they're all over the bumper, everywhere. So you can see the big ones right here when it's not wet. You can see all the big ones. They had a bunch, some grown ones over here, big ones, little ones. And then once we get it all cleaned out with soap and water, you guys will be able to see the little ones. Those little ones right there that are everywhere, all over the bumper. It's crazy. All right guys, we got the bumper all wet and cleaned out with water and soap. You guys can see the big ones up there. And now I can put you close and you can also see the little ones right there. They're all over this bumper. Look at them. Look at all those. Yeah. So we would have been left out with all that stuff if we wouldn't have done what we did. And they're all over it. So I'm glad we did that. The bumper is nice and smooth, ready for paint. It turns out if this is not, if those are not big enough, you can paint over them. It doesn't require primer on this one. So yeah, a lot of people use it for pinholes. Once you prime and you have little pinholes, you can use this, sand it, and then paint over it. So we got away with that. And thank goodness, because I was not ready to prime this whole thing and re-sand it again, wet sand one more time. That would have been too much sanding for a bumper. At that point, better just buy a new one, to be honest. If it wasn't a high-end bumper, I'll probably just order another one, and it would be actually cheaper than getting this bull done. Man, I ain't doing this for a Honda, I tell you that. Oh, I can do timer stuff? What? Sorry, it's really hot out here. Trying out new stuff on the camera. Okay, with that said, we are sweeping, cleaning the floor. We're gonna take this car out, we're gonna put those away, we're gonna clean everything because we're painting that one in-house. And yes, we're gonna wet the floor, so we need to get all this dirt off. I'm gonna wait for that to dry out, and then we can swap everything and then clean all the floor. We gotta move that. We gotta pick all that extra stuff out. Make sure there's no dust around here. Take this thing out. Ah man, we got a lot of work to do today just to get to paint this thing in-house. That's crazy. Man, this is the times I wish I had a paint booth, guys. I don't have to do all this, just go in the paint booth. I mean, you gotta clean a paint booth too, but man, I wouldn't have to move all this kind of stuff. Oh well. Well, we're gonna clean as best as we can, wet the floor, and we're gonna throw paint on this in-house. So while everything dries, we're gonna go eat, and we'll come back to this and go get the paint as well. We haven't got the paint for this. I got the paint code, so I'll go get paint at Riley's. That's where I get my paint. Some get it at Cherry & Williams and so on. If you have a local store, sometimes they'll work with you. They will work with you guys because you'll be constantly going and buying stuff from them. So as I'm saying, I got a local one, but he doesn't have the mix guy that's usually there, because they mix the paint from scratch. So it's better if you take like the gas lid, they'll match it 100%. O'Reilly's just use the VIN number and the paint code, so it's a 50-50. If you're going to blend it in, it's gonna look good. But if you're hoping that you're just gonna paint a fender and it's gonna look good, I'd rather take the gas cap so it's 100% match instead of a 50-50. All right, well, go ahead and shut this down, and I'll be back after eating some grub and picking up some paint. Alrighty guys, so we're heading out to work. We've been driving this thing for a couple of I think weeks now, almost a month and something. So we've been driving this since July. It is currently August something, August 3rd, 4th. I don't even know what days I'm leaving, guys, to be honest. It has been hectic, crazy, but we're heading to work. We're gonna go work at the office today. Yes, sir. Yeah, but we've been driving this car for a while now. Everything seems to be working just fine, just great. Cruise control works. AC is super nice. We went ahead and put some covers on the seats as well, because the shampoo worked. As you guys can see, it worked, but not as well as I wanted to. Obviously, the seats are not going to be brand new, but I think seat covers will protect them, especially with my kids. They love to eat on the damn car, so yeah. I just noticed there's a little one that fell back there. I don't know. I can't get it tied up. It doesn't have anything to click on, so that's the only one in the middle, but I'll fix it. I'll see what I can do about that. Other than that, guys, yeah, it's been working great. It's been going all well here. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, sharing, and liking the videos. I appreciate all your comments as well. I don't know what else to say, guys. Just thank you very much for being here and watching the videos, and thank you for making it this far into the video. I appreciate every single one of you guys. But with that said, guys, I will see you guys on the next one. So I gotta get to work. Yeah, I gotta get to my next job. Crazy, huh? But we gotta pay the bills, man. Hasta la vista.